Welcome back. So today we are going to be doing the sticky keys hack. Alright. So I have a Windows server up and running. You can also do this with Windows 11. Really anything that has sticky keys. Okay. And let's go ahead and first off get this Windows 10 box set up. So if I go to settings and go to storage, instead of VBox guest add-ons, I'm actually going to put in an ISO for Windows 10. Okay, so this is going to be like if I were to have like, I do this every time, you know, every time. There we go. It's like if I were to have a USB drive plugged in that has Windows 10 on it, right? ISO of Windows 10. When Windows 10 is already on that machine, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click OK. Alright, so I have my USB plugged in, maybe a recovery device, whatever else plugged in, and from there on a real machine you would then restart the machine, right? I have done this with both the antivirus on and off, Windows Defender. If Windows Defender is on, you have to start clicking Shift very, very quickly, like almost like you would if you want to get into a boot menu. So right there I just click spacebar because it says boot from a CD or DVD. But almost like you want to get into BIOS, you would just keep hitting Shift. Just hit Shift, and you know, as soon as BIOS is even loading, you start hitting left Shift, and by the time you get to the main logon screen, you will have Windows appear for command prompt. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to click Next, yep, whatever, repair your computer. Once we go to repair your computer, we're going to go to Troubleshoot, and then we're going to go to Command Prompt. Now you can obviously see that we are in the X drive. The X drive is not going to be very helpful here, right? Let's go ahead and type in Notepad, File, Open, or excuse me, File Open, and then we're going to go to All Files. We're going to go back to this PC. Now, VirtualBox is in the D drive. Obviously, yours will most likely be in the C drive because we're going to be going to Windows, System 32. From here, we're going to type in sethc. We're going to right-click on this guy, and we're going to rename him to sethc.back. Now, it doesn't look like it renamed it, right? If I go back into System 32, type in sethc, we can see that it actually did rename him. Now we're going to type in command, prompt, okay, command, and we're going to rename him to sethc. Alright, just to verify that did work. There, go to sethc now, and it's now command prompt. So whenever we do sticky keys, it's going to look for sethc, which then is going to open up command prompt. And when it opens command prompt, it's actually going to open it up in NT authority system. So your user will be NT authority system. So from here, all we're going to do is cancel, exit, and we're just going to boot normally into Windows 10. Now in a VM, I have noticed that you do have to shut down the Windows Defender, because if we start hitting Shift left times now, it's going to register on your own machine, right? So sticky keys all of a sudden going to pop up. All right, your regular sticky keys there. You will see it pop up here also, but you'll also see command prompt pop up. So we get into the logon screen, we hit Shift 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can see that command prompt has now popped up. If I do a who am I, I'm NT authority system. Now, like I said before, if you are doing this on an actual machine, right? So you lost your password, forgot your password, whatever else. Maybe you got physical. You're doing a physical assessment. And you got physical. You have a machine that you were able to obtain or something like that. This is how people can get into it. All right. So you hit Shift 5 times. We are now NT authority system. We're now going to do a net user /add Ryan with a password. Right. Net local group administrators /add Ryan. Net local group power users /add Ryan. We're going to exit out of here, and then we're going to restart the machine. When that machine's restarted, we don't need to worry about sticky keys anymore. We're just going to let it just restart like you would regularly with a machine. And you'll notice that all of a sudden we will have another user on this machine, Ryan, which is going to be an administrator for this machine. So you see, when someone gets physical access to a machine, how really damning that could be for that machine. This is what a quick just Windows ISO. It took me, what, a few minutes on this guy to be able to get into it. Alright, if you're doing it with an actual machine and Windows Defender is on, you're going to want to start hitting Shift as, like, pretty much where the BIOS is at. Like almost how you would hit, like, delete or F12 or whatever for BIOS, you know. On mine it's delete. But if you start hitting Shift, like, right there and just keep hitting it, you might have 30 windows pop open, but at least one of those you'll be able to type in. I've also noticed that if Windows Defender is on, you have to move fast. So you have to already know what you want to type in before you type it, before it opens up, because it will, I have noticed that some machines it will kick you out. I've also noticed on some machines that it's not left shift, it's right shift for some reason. So that was weird. But now if I click on Ryan, PASSW0RD1, we should be able to log in as him. From here I'm going to go into command prompt, right click, run as administrator, and make sure I don't get a password prompt. If I do not get a password prompt, then sure enough, I am an administrator on this machine now. Now remember, I'm an administrator on this local machine. So unless the local administrator is allowed to add people to a domain or to increase privileges in that domain, we won't really be able to do much. Alright. Now you may be able to, whenever you're NT System Authority, you may be able to add someone, you know, a new user to a domain, or maybe increase the privileges of a user in a domain, you know, make them admin or whatever. You may be able to do that, but for this machine, like right here, we are just a local user on this one machine. If I do a command prompt, command prompt's gone, set HC, right click, run as administrator, we can now see, there's Ryan, net local group administrators. Sure enough, I'm in the administrator group, and I also open up an administrator command prompt. So we know that yes, this is working. We have now become an administrator on this machine. We can really go wherever we want. CD into Vol, CD into, C drive, users, Vol, desktop. Okay, and we can see everything that we want to see, right? So we can really go wherever we want to within this machine. Now, if we do Shift 5 times now, we do get another command prompt open. Who am I? I'm just Ryan. I'm not NT Authority System. Let's go ahead and log out. And I do Shift 5 times again. Who am I? I'm again NT Authority System. So now, to not let anyone realize that something's up or whatever else, let's go ahead and let's now change back command prompt and say HC, right? So we are going to go ahead and say rename set hc.back.exe to set, rename command set hc.exe, right, to command.exe. Okay. Oh, I'm not allowed to do that. I'm going to have to do that within the other part of it, I think. I'll just have to restart system, boot from the drive again, and then do it like that. So let's go ahead and do that. So then everything's back to normal again, right? So let's go ahead and we're going to restart the system. But I'll be able to just because I'm in a NT Authority System. I'm wondering if I'm not like in like a command or a higher up command prompt. I may have been able to do something. Maybe type in PowerShell, maybe, or something like that, or try different ways. But let's go ahead. Next, repair your computer. We're going to bring it back to normal again. Troubleshoot, command prompt, notepad, file, open, all files, this PC. Remember, this one's in the D drive, even though it's actually a C drive. Windows, System 32. Let's go ahead and go to set HC. Right click. We'll rename that to command. Okay, and then we'll rename this back to set HC. Now if I go back into it, make sure that worked. Command, that's good. Set HC, that's good. Okay, cancel, exit, exit. Continue to Windows 10. And from here, if I do Shift 5 times, it should just open up the sticky keys. It shouldn't open up command prompt this time. So we should be able to be NT Authority System. And command prompt should be back there as just regular command prompts. So let's go ahead and try it. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and as you can see, sticky keys opened up, not command prompt. Let's go and log in as the user I just created, using that hack right there. Obviously, I'm this user again. Who am I? or command. Seeing command prompt's not there for some reason. There we go. Okay, it's there. Yep. So we're good again, and we ran it as an administrator, right? So there we go. And that is how to run Sticky Keys Hack on Windows 10. This also works on Windows 7 and also Windows 11. I didn't try it on Windows 95, sorry. And that's going to be it for this one, so you guys have a good one.